Harlingen Cardinals and the mighty Los Fresnos Falcons. School songs just have been played, and we're getting ready to salute our flags here in a bit. But it's time to almost get ready for some Friday Night Lights. It's a chilly one out in Los Fresnos, so if you guys are in the stands, make sure, or you're on your way, make sure you bring yourself a jacket, a coat, a blanket, something. But if you're staying home tonight and you want to listen in, we got you covered. Real Sports Live. We have Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Check it out. Like, share, tell your families and friends, those who can't make it out to the game. We have you covered here in Los Fresnos. Big-time matchup in 32-6A. Harlingen Cardinals come in 2-0 right now in district. Last week, coming off a win against Hanna, and the week before that, beating San Benito. Los Fresnos at a split 1-1 right now. Last week, lost a heartbreaker to Rivera, 20-21. Opportunities were at hand for Los Fresnos to win that game, and they just let it get away. Losing 20-21 on missed field goals that could have won the game. We could be looking at a 2-0 matchup here, but I'll tell you what, both of these teams are going to come in like they're 2-0 because both teams are wanting to put another win on that win side of the column. Harlingen Cardinals right now leading the district in 2-0. And like I said, Los Fresnos wasn't too far. They were a field goal away from being 2-0 as well. So we got a big-time matchup here tonight in Los Fresnos. I want you guys to stick around. If you're just tuning in, this is Real Sports Live, and we're going to have a doozy tonight. So make sure, if you can't make it to the game, you're a little chilly, you're at home, like, share, and come on out to listen to Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
Inmates, you are now property of Cell Block X.
Hi, we're Lady Vikings, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Willkommen to Welcome to Hacienda Ford's Trucktoberfest.
Trucktoberfest is the biggest sale of the year on new trucks and SUVs at Hacienda Ford. Now, no matter what options you want, it's at Hacienda Ford. Right now, get a 2019 Ford.
Welcome back to Los Fresnos, Texas, Leo Aguilar Memorial Stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, it's a chilly one out here tonight. We had that cold front that blew in last night, and it just stayed its course through the day. And tonight, with that sun going back down, it's cold out here. So if you're just on your way out to the stadium, make sure you bring yourself your jacket, your San Marcos blankets, anything that you can find to stay warm. But if you're not making it out here, please make sure that you're telling everybody, all Cardinal fans, Falcon fans that aren't coming out to tonight's game, we have you covered on Real Sports Live. And before we even get started, I just want to remind everybody that due to UIL regulations, we can only give you an audio broadcast of tonight's game. We cannot give you any video feed due to UIL regulations. But we have a matchup here tonight. The Big Red Machine, the Harlingen Cardinals, coached by Coach Manny Gomez, coming in at a 2-0 record right now in district. They beat San Benito week 1 in district 35-13, beat Hanna last week 42-8. The Cardinals producing over 400 yards per game. They are an offensive machine, putting up 33 points a game. This offense led by arguably maybe the best player in the district, Jaime Galvan, senior quarterback number 4. Galvan on the season has thrown for 1,114 yards passing, 801 yards rushing. The kid is a stud. All right. He has 8 touchdowns. He's thrown 8 touchdowns. He's run for 12. He's even caught a touchdown. So his number totals are up in the 20s for total touchdowns. Along with him, one of his favorite targets is his brother, Justin Galvan, who on the season right now has 362 receiving yards and 4 TDs. You know, these guys probably grew up playing ball in the backyard, so they've had the same connection ever since they were young. Last week, Justin Galvan, receiver, he went for 119 yards and caught 2 touchdowns against Hannah. So big game for Justin Galvan last week. The other big stud over there on the offensive side is Raiden Berry, their running back, number 27, senior. On the season has rushed for 681 rushing yards, averaging just a little under 100 a game at 97, 6 rushing touchdowns, 3 receiving touchdowns. So right here we got the Harlingen offense is just dynamic and explosive. You don't know where they're going to get you from the run, the pass. They're just coming at you from all sides. That's what's making them one of the best teams in the district right now, leading that district 2-0. Defensively, Gabriel Martinez leading the team in tackles with 93 tackles, senior number 32, who we'll probably see all over the field tonight. Alongside of him, the cornerback Isaiah Lecano, 76 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 4 sacks on the season. These guys are here and they're ready. Los Fresnos. Let's talk Los Fresnos. The mighty Falcons, guys, coached by Patrick Brown. Right now, they're split 1-1 on the season. Lost that nail-biter last week to Rivera in the final seconds. Tonight, we're trying to figure out who is going to be at the QB position. Quarterback number 21, Adrian Longoria, had done a great job filling in for Matthew Padilla, who had been hurt over the last couple of games. So tonight we're going to see who is going to take back at the helm. Is it going to go back to starting quarterback Matthew Padilla from the start of the season, or is Angelo Longoria going to stay and keep that momentum going that they had built already in district? Well, we're about ready for kickoff, and here we go. Harlingen kicks off to Los Fresnos. Number 4 for Los Fresnos receives the ball and looking for some room to run, is taken down at about the 19-yard line. That was Hector Muniz. So, Los Fresnos won the toss, and they elected to receive the kick. And here comes the offense. Coming out to lead this offense right now is Adrian Longoria. He had been the starter for the last 2 games in district for the Falcons, and he's done a great job. Behind him in the backfield is Resendez. Talking a little bit about Resendez, who had a big game against Harlingen South in week 1 of district play over here. Big game for Resendez that game. He is their momentum. He is their guy. He is their power. And let me tell you the power of this kid. 681 yards per game right now. He has 6 touchdowns on this season. And the kid gets low, and once he gets that ball, he is going. And he's going hard, too. So let's see Adrian Longoria under center running that flexbone offense. Ball is kept by Longoria, looking for an option to pitch out, but is taken down directly at the line of scrimmage by the Harlingen Cardinal defense. So far on the first drive, 3rd down and 10. First 2 plays go nowhere. The Harlingen defense has just been all over that line of scrimmage, not giving up much. Longoria gets back under center. Resendez in the backfield, number 10 in motion. It looks like they want to change the play call to an audible. Longoria steps back to change the play. Ball is handed off and pitched out to Nico Valencia. Valencia finding some room at the 30. He's at the 35, the 40, the 45, all the way to the 46-yard line is Nico Valencia for the Falcons. Valencia, one of the wingbacks for the Falcons. Speed on speed, running this flexbone offense. But it looked like there was a flag on the play. Coming back, ladies and gentlemen. Flag is a holding on the Falcons after the big run by Valencia. It's now being taken back. Speaking of this offense that the Falcons are running, we talked about this flex bone offense where we have two wing backs that usually go in motion, which are usually your speed guys, and then you got your muscle in the back, which is Resendez. And like I said earlier, he's just a hoss in the backfield. Quarterback Longoria has a lot of decisions to make on this triple option type of offense. Once again, ball is snapped and is given off to number 11, but there is a fumble on the play picked up by the Cardinals, and it's going back all the way to the 1 yard line. Let's make that a touchdown, Cardinals. Fumble recovery by number 42 of the Cardinals, Nathan Huerta. Miles McWhorter gets the handoff and hit at the line of scrimmage. When hit, ball pops right out of his hands, falls on the floor, and number 42 of the Cardinals, Nathan Huerta, picks it up and rumbles all the way back to the end zone for a Cardinal defensive touchdown. So the Cardinals take advantage of the turnover and get the fumble recovery touchdown by number 42, Nathan Huerta. Here for the extra point. Extra point is up, and it is good. So the Cardinals get on the board first. And it's the defense who does the scoring. Harlingen Cardinals 7, Los Fresnos 0. 10 minutes into the first quarter. Los Fresnos back to receive now. That'll be number 10, Nicolas Valencia, and number 4, Hector Muniz, waiting to receive the ball. As we talk about the Cardinals' defense, we talked about Gabriel Martinez as the big-time hitter over there, and Isaiah Lizacano. But here we have, some smart heads-up play by Nathan Huerta to pick up the ball and take it all the way back for that Cardinal defense touchdown. Ball is received by number 4, Hector Martinez, looking for some room to run, and he's found some room. He's at the 30-yard line, taken down finally at the 34. Muniz takes the ball back from the line of the end zone and gets it all the way back to about the 34-yard line. Found himself a little crease, and he was off and running. So Los Fresnos takes over again on the 34-yard line, on their own 34, and they're hoping to get something going here. I've covered about 3 Los Fresnos games this year, and that's probably the first turnover I've seen from their running backs. They usually have a pretty good hold on the ball. It was probably one of those tackle fumbles that, the helmet hits right on the sweet spot of the ball and just pops right out. Los Fresnos hands off to Resendez, who picks up about 1 maybe. Ball is pitched out to number 10, Nico Valencia, who finds some room up the left side of the field. He's still on his feet, gets the ball all the way to the 48-yard line. So a gain of about 15 there for Valencia before taken down by the Cardinals. Gets the ball to about the 48. Looks like the Falcons are having their way on the outside. Some good blocking on the outside of the line. Ball is handed off to Resendez. Resendez finds some room up the middle. He's up and gains himself a Falcon first down. Resendez takes that handoff up the trap and finds a lot of room to run down the middle. Great job by the Falcon offensive line. We're at 8:37 in the first quarter of this game. Cardinals are up 7-0 on that defensive fumble recovery, taken back for the defensive touchdown. And now 21, Adrian Longoria is looking to lead the Falcons the other way. Ball is kept by Longoria, who's looking for a little bit of room on the option play. Decides to pull it from Resendez to keep himself and picks up about 4 yards. Falcons now looking at about a 2nd and 6. Ball on the 34-yard line of the Cardinals. Longoria pulls the ball again, calls his own number, but's met by a swarm of Cardinals led by number 13, Jesus Manriquez, and number 42, Nathan Huerta. So no gain. Actually, they lose about a yard, looking at a 3rd and 7. Ball spotted about the 36-yard line of the Cardinals. Longoria under center. Longoria looking to pitch out, decides to keep it, and boom, hit at the line of scrimmage before he could do anything with it. Big hit by number 20 of the Cardinals, Miguel Blanco. So now the Falcons are facing a 4th and 7, and they're electing to punt. Coach Brown says, let's punt away, even though it's a short field right now, being on the Cardinals' 36-yard line. Nobody back to receive this punt due to that short yardage. So let's see what happens here. Ball is punted, and it's a nice short punt. This looks like it's going to take a good little bounce. Takes a little roll, and they pin him back at about the 9-yard line. So good job by the punter for Los Fresnos, who kicks a beauty due to the short field and pins him about the 9, maybe the 10-yard line, where the Cardinals will take over the ball. So here come the Cardinals. This will be the first time we see the Cardinal offense come out. Led by number 4, senior quarterback Jaime Galvan. Which, if you haven't heard about this kid, you need to hear. He decides to pull it and keeps it himself and finds a lot of room to run on the left side of the field and brings it all the way to the 50-yard line. Jaime Galvan, with a quarterback draw, drops back about 2 and then takes it all the way for a 40-yard run. Gets the ball to midfield. Galvan back in the shotgun, ready for the pass. He drops back. He finds a receiver. Pass completed to number 8 of the Cardinals, Eric Allen. So his first completion is made after the 40-yard run for a gain of about 6. Galvan in the backfield with his running back number 27, Raiden Berry. Single back. Ball is handed off to Berry, who is met at the line of scrimmage by the Falcons. Berry may have picked up about 1. Met back there by number 43 of the Falcons. That's Gregory Jones. Cardinal line gets to the line of scrimmage, coming out in a trips, and they decide to call the audible. So they're going trips left. Galvan back in the shotgun, waiting for the call from the sideline. Gets his call, barks it out to his line. Berry to his right. Ball is back, and he drops back, looking for a receiver down the field. He gets it off, looks for a man down, but it is incomplete and overthrown. Pass intended to number 1, Ryan Elizondo. Just a little too much mustard on that throw. So after giving up that 40-yard quarterback draw to Galvan, Los Fresnos has done a good job at not giving up any more. So now the Cardinals are looking at a 4th and 4 situation, and in comes the punting unit for the Cardinals. Waiting for the punt is number 4, Hector Muniz for the Falcons. So here we go. 4:51 in the first. Punt is up. It's a nice punt over to the left side of the field and tries to pin it just at about the 9 or 10-yard line before it hits and bounces out of bounds. So a strategic punt there by the Harlingen Cardinal punter, to get it right to the left side, maybe almost to the sideline, hits in the field and then bounces out at about the 9. So well done by both punters who are showing their abilities tonight. So here comes Los Fresnos. Los Fresnos back on the 9-yard line. Got Adrian Longoria back there under center. Resendez in his backfield. Ball is handed off to Resendez, who looked for some room. Gets up the field, gets about 4, maybe 5 on the handoff to the left side. And this is what Los Fresnos does. They're going to run the ball, and they're going to run, and guess what they're going to do next? They're going to run, and they're going to run, and they just do it until they try to tire out that defense. But they're going to keep grinding and keep pounding. Ball once again handed off to Resendez. Resendez back up the middle, gains about 3. So now looking at a 3rd and 2 situation for the Cardinals. Like I said earlier, this matchup could have been a 2-0 matchup to see who was going to get this jump on the district. And the Falcons lost a close one last week, so don't get them out, guys. This is going to be a good matchup tonight. Ball once again handed off to Resendez, and he pounds his way for about 3 to get the Falcon first down. This is going to be a conditioning game for the Cardinal defensive lines and their backers and their linebackers because, like I said, the Falcons are going to keep running that ball. They're going to grind. Give a lot of credit to the offensive line of the Falcons as well as they continue to try to control the line of scrimmage. Ball handed off to Resendez once again. Actually, it's kept by Longoria. That's what I say. This is a very tricky offense, and the Cardinals know that too. With this flex bone offense, it's either a give up the middle, it's an option keep by the quarterback. They can flip it outside to one of their wingbacks. That's McWhorter of Valencia. So you really have to be smart. Your backers, your linebackers, as Coach Gomez had said earlier this year, hey, this is a tricky offense. We got to be alert at all times. You don't know who's going to get that ball. And the ball's handed off to Resendez on this play, who stays on his feet, and he's still on his feet, picks up about 9 yards on that play. And he actually gets the first down. Pickup of 10 by Resendez. So 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Ball on the 33-yard line. Looks like they want to change things up. Longoria pulls out under center, gets the audible call, looking on the sideline. Picks it up, and now he's ready. Longoria under center, gets the snap. Ball is kept by Longoria and pitched out to Valencia. Valencia finds some room up the left side of the field, down the sideline. Stopped after the gain of about 8. In on that tackle, number 21, Pedro Luna for the Cardinals. So Valencia picks up about 8 on that pitch out to the left side. Longoria gets the Falcons back to the line of scrimmage, looking at a 2nd and 2. Got 1:20 left in the first quarter. Ball on the 40-yard line. Valencia coming in motion, but ball is handed off to Resendez, who's trying to grind for that first down. Let's see where they spot it. He might have got the first down for the Falcons. It's going to be close. Let's see what they call. They call it a first down, Falcon. Want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. This is Real Sports Live. Chilly out here in Los Fresnos. Remember, if you can't make it or you know people that wanted to know what's going on with tonight's game, We got you covered audio. We got the live audio version of tonight's game. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, like, share, let everybody know. So here we go. Resendez gets the handoff, and he's still on his feet, looking for a blocker down the field. He's at the 40-yard line and still chugging along all the way to the 45 of the Cardinals. So big-time gain by Resendez, picks up about 20 on that run. Spoke a little bit about Resendez earlier. The guy is a hoss, ladies and gentlemen. The kid is just a workhorse. He gets low in a very low stance in the back behind Longoria, behind his quarterback, and once he gets that ball, he just erupts. And last week or the last time I was here, I said he reminds me of a lion just waiting to pounce on the prey. Stays low and then hits that hole. Longoria decides to keep the ball on this one. He's still on his feet, and he picks up about a gain of 12 on the quarterback keep. So the Falcons are moving. Picking up the other Falcon first down. Right now, the defense of the Cardinals are just trying to figure out, hey, who's got the ball? With this flex-bone offense, you don't know if the quarterback's going to keep. You don't know if he's going to hand off to his running back in the backfield. Is in this, or if you see your wingbacks coming in motion, hey, it might be a pitch out to one of those guys. And we are at the end of the first quarter of football here in Los Fresnos at Leo Aguilar Memorial Stadium. Harlingen Cardinals up 7-0. But the Los Fresnos Falcons are marching right now. And that Cardinal touchdown came at the hands of Nathan Huerta on the defensive fumble recovery, picked up and in for 6. But let's talk about the time of possession. Los Fresnos pretty much had the ball the whole first quarter, and that's another thing that this offense does. It runs the clock. I want to say that the Cardinals might have had one offensive series the whole first quarter. So here we go, start of the second quarter. Longoria under center, ready for the snap. Ball is snapped and is handed off to Resendez. Resendez picks up and keeps moving and gets about 4 on that run. Resendez is going to hit that A or that B gap and just grind his way for his yards. Picked up 5 on that run. 2nd and 5 now. Ball on the 15-yard line of the Cardinals. Longoria ready for the snap. Ball is handed off to Resendez once again, who keeps chopping those feet and gains about 4 on that play. Maybe picks up the first down. Let's see where they give him the spot. And they give him the first down. So it's 1st and goal for the Falcons on the 10-yard line. Cardinal defense still trying to figure out the offense of the Falcons. Who is going to get the ball? We have a man in motion. Ball is handed off to Resendez again, and he is met this time. Resendez met by number 89 of the Cardinals. That's Damian Leja. And in on that tackle, too, number 32, Gabriel Martinez. So Resendez picks up maybe 1 before met at the line of the defensive line for the Cardinals. We got a bumble play with flags coming up. So flags are getting thrown in the air, but the play kept going. And it looks like it's an illegal shift of the Falcons. So an illegal shift call. It's going to take the Falcons back 5. So now we're looking at a 2nd and goal at the 15-yard line. Longoria under center. Ball is handed off. Kept by Longoria. Looking for some blocks on the side, up the right side of the field. Gets and rumbles all the way to about the 3-yard line. But there's a flag on the play. So Longoria keeps the ball himself on the option play gets all the way to the 3-yard line from the 15, and that flag is a face mask on the Cardinals. So that will give the Falcons to about maybe the half-yard line, maybe the 1. So ball placed at the 2-yard line. And the Falcons are looking to punch it in here. Let's see what they do. Ball handed off to Resendez, and he is in for the touchdown. Resendez in for the 2-yard TD run. Falcons touchdown. So the Falcons coming back, and they are looking to tie the game. They put up 6 and waiting for the extra point. Extra point is blocked. Blocked extra point. Ball is on the field. And no good. So the Cardinals apply pressure and get a hand on the extra point attempt. And it is blocked. So TD run by Resendez. So now we're looking at a 6-7 game. So here we go. The Cardinal offense will finally get on the field. And like I've said, the time of possession has been all Falcons. They controlled the clock. The whole first quarter, the Cardinals had one offensive drive, which was that 40-yard run by Galvan before looking at another 4 and out. And this will be their attempt now to get some offensive going. And that could be Coach Brown's game plan. Hey, let's just keep running. We're going to score when we can, and we're going to run the clock and not give them any time to score. So here we go. Ball is picked up by number 5 of the Cardinals, who's finding some room up the right side of the field before he gets out of bounds. So Tristan Vasquez gets the Cardinals all the way up to about their 25-yard line. Jaime Galvan, number 4, senior quarterback for the Cardinals, ready to make the call. He's back in a shotgun. Ball is handed off to his tailback, number 27, Barry, who's looking for some room up to run up the right side, and he gains about 5. Before taken out of bounds by number 4, Hector Muniz. So 2nd and 6, he picked up about 4 on that run. Galvan ready to go now, back in the shotgun, has Barry to his backfield. Waiting for the snap. Ball is snapped. Handed off to 27, Barry. Barry rumbles up to about the 35, and he picks up the first down for the Cardinals. So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals now. They're looking to get something going. As I say, being on that sideline on a cold night like this, I'm sure Galvan is just wanting to get warm up. So now the offense is having that opportunity, has a twins left, man in motion. Galvan drops back, looking for a receiver, finds his receiver, number 3 for the Cardinals. His brother, Justin Galvan, who came over in motion, he makes it, and it's complete. Pickup of about 6 on that pass completion. Ball on the 41-yard line of the Cardinals. Galvan back in the shotgun. Looking back to the sideline, waiting for the call to come in. Has Barry in the backfield with him. Galvan gets the handoff and gives it up to Barry. Barry looking and bounces out to the outside up the left side of the field. He picks it up and gets all the way to about the 40-yard line of the Falcons. Barry took the handoff looked for some blocks and actually bounced off the back of his tackle and brought it back to the outside, to the left, down the sideline for a nice gain. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Ball on the Los Fresnos 40. Galvan waiting for the call. Back in shotgun, has Barry to his right. Man in motion. Ball is a bad snap, and it's on the ground. Galvan picks it up, looking for someone to throw to, decides to scramble himself, and is taken out of bounds. Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but there's a flag on the field. Waiting to see what the call is going to be on the officials. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Give us a shout out. You guys, let us know where you're watching from. Here in Los Fresnos 6, Harlingen Cardinals 7. I want to remind everybody that we got the audio version for you tonight. Due to UIL regulations, we cannot give a live video feed of tonight's game, but we're going to do the best that we can to give you the play-by-play. I know it's a cold one tonight, so if you guys are watching and you guys know anybody in Cardinal Nation or Falcon Nation that wants to know what's going on in the game, hey, let them know we got you covered on Real Sports Live, Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. 7:38 in the second now. Galvan gets the snap. Looking deep down the field. He finds a receiver, but it is incomplete and almost intercepted. Almost intercepted by the Falcons. But broken up there by number 6. So Galvan dropped back looking for his receiver, and he found one down the field. But, man, Los Fresnos had their hands all over that. It was almost too good and almost too perfect, and it goes through his hands. So incomplete pass. Cardinals, Galvan drops back once again, looking down the field, can't find anybody, steps up in the pocket, and is brought down for the sack by number 47. That is Adal Rodriguez with the sack. Galvan had lots of time in the backfield, just couldn't find anybody, and too much time gives the defensive line some time to get over to him, and they sure did. So sack for the Falcons. Now we're looking at a 3rd and forever for the Cardinals. A 3rd and 26. So you know we're going to try to do something here. Let's see if they look deep. Let's see if they go for a screen. Let's see what they do here. Let's see what Coach Gomez has in store for us. So Barry goes in motion, and sure enough, it's a screen pass out to number 3 of the Cardinals, who tries to get his way up, but picks up maybe about 8. So that pass was completed to Justin Galvan, and sure enough, it was a receiver screen, but Los Fresnos was all over it, not giving up much, which gives the Cardinals a 4th and 18, and Los Fresnos' defense has definitely stepped up tonight. And we talked about the talent of Jaime Galvan, their senior quarterback, who had a huge game last week against Hanna. The kid's been almost unstoppable, but the Falcons have done a good job containing him so far. So 4th and long, and the Cardinals punt it away. Decent punt for the Cardinals that gets out of bounds at about maybe the 24-yard line of the Falcons. So here come the Falcon offense, led by Adrian Longoria, who just came off of that nice drive, capped off by number 2, Resendiz, for that 2-yard touchdown run. So let's see if the Falcons can keep and hold on to that momentum as they scored their last drive. Longoria gets the snap. He decides to keep it and pitches it out to number 11. That was Miles McWhorter. Picks up about 3. So McWhorter picks up about 3, looking at a 2nd and 7. Longoria under center. Gets the snap, hands off to Resendiz. Resendiz looking for some room, stays on his feet, and he picks up the first down and then some. Resendez getting those tough yards for the Falcons. Looks like someone wants to talk it over. Got a timeout by the Cardinals. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back.
2 months plus $2,000 bonus cash.
Trucktoberfest means Hacienda has it.
Hi, we're Robert Bellows, Favorite Hats, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Hi, we're Mackay Bulldogs. Thanks for watching Real Sports Live.
Welcome back to Los Fresnos, Texas. We got a good one here tonight, and it's really been a battle. Falcons 6, Cardinals 7. The 7th point there for the Falcons was a blocked extra point. I'm sorry about that. So here we go, out of that Cardinal timeout. Resendez gets the ball once again, picks up 10. So the Falcons just keep chipping away, whether it's a handoff to Resendez or a keeper by Longoria. They are just moving the ball, and the Cardinals are having a hard time stopping the run of the Falcons. 1st and 10, Falcon ball on the 48-yard line. Longoria hands off once again to Resendez, who picks up about 3. So 4:25 left in this half of football, and the Falcons just keep rumbling. Cardinal D is trying to figure out where's the ball going to go. We need to make a stop. And Coach Brown is saying, hey, let's score before halftime. Let's get on top. Ball is pitched out to number 10, Nico Valencia, who picks up a nice gain of about 5. Valencia comes in motion from the right to the left and gets the pitch out, picks up about 5. So now Los Fresnos is looking at a 3rd and 1. They got the ball over to the Cardinal side. Ball on the Cardinal 43. Longoria under center, waiting for the snap. Got Resendez in the backfield. Ball handed off to Resendez, who's met at the line of scrimmage by number 32 of the Cardinals, Gabriel Martinez, as well as number 17, William Herring. Talked a little bit about Martinez at the beginning of the game. He's the Cardinals' leading tackler, has 93 tackles on the season. Add a couple more to him tonight. Longoria under center. Looks to get the keeper and take that QB keeper to get the Falcons first down. So the Falcons go for it on 4th down, and they convert with a QB keeper by Longoria. Momentum, all Falcons right now. Coach Brown's offense, this flex bone, eats up the clock, and that's all they've done is control the tempo of this game. So there is the pitch out to number 11, McWhorter. McWhorter looking for some room up the right. Picks up about 3. Tackled by number 42 of the Cardinals, Nathan Huerta, who has himself a defensive touchdown tonight with a fumble recovery. We're at that 2-minute mark in the first half of football, as Los Fresnos just keeps moving. Los Fresnos looking at a 2nd and 2. Longoria under center, Resendez in the back. Ball is handed off to Resendez. Resendez picks up and still on his feet. picks up the Falcon first down. Gain of about 9. I'm telling you, this Resendiz kid, the kid can run and run with power. He had about 4 Cardinals on his back before being brought down. So Falcon first down. Ball now on the 30, about the 28. Ball handed off once again to Resendiz. Resendiz looking to look outside to the right. Picks up about 3. Looks like we have a player shaken up. We're going to get an official timeout. This is Real Sports Live. Remember to tune in. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. We're here in Los Fresnos, and we'll be back after this.
Harlingen, stop in at the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli and treat yourself to some amazing things. Ice creams, shakes, sundaes, banana splits, and that's just a sample. If you can dream it, they can make it at the Scoop in Harlingen. From the deli comes a variety of sandwiches that is sure to bring you back for more. Hamburgers and hot dogs served every day. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, Sundays from 12 to 6 on F Street in Harlingen. It's the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli.
Willkommen to Welcome to Hacienda Ford's Trucktoberfest.
Trucktoberfest is the biggest sale of the year on Ford pickup trucks at Hacienda Ford. Now, no matter what options you want, it's at Hacienda Ford. Right now, get a 2019 Ford F-150 for 0% interest for 72 months, plus...
Welcome back to Los Fresnos Stadium. We're over here in Leo Aguilar Memorial Stadium in Los Fresnos, Texas, where we got a good one. Los Fresnos still having the ball, trying to pick up a couple yards there, but Longoria has brought down the line of scrimmage. We got about 1:15 left in the first half of play. Falcons 6, Cardinals 7. 1:15 left, and Coach Brown wants to talk it over with his troops, so he calls a timeout. This is Real Sports Live in Los Fresnos. Remember, we're here, guys. If you weren't able to make it to the game tonight, please make sure that you're telling your friends, Cardinal Nation, Falcon Nation. I know it's a chilly one out tonight. Not everybody could make it out, but we got you covered here in Real Sports Live. We want to thank you all for tuning in. Want to remind everybody that we cannot show the live video feed of tonight's game, but we're going to do our best to get you guys highlights after the game of the big plays here tonight. And a couple big plays tonight. One was the fumble recovery by Nathan Huerta of the Cardinals for the lone Cardinal touchdown of the night. And then the second big play tonight was from the Falcons, where we had Christopher Resendiz, who rumbles for 2 yards for the Falcon touchdown. The big story tonight so far has been the clock management of the Falcons. They have not given the Cardinals much time offensively, so they keep control of the clock. And right now they're looking for a halfback pass, and he finds it, and it's a touchdown, Falcons. Longoria drops back and pitches out to his wingback, who looks down the field and finds number 14, Cody Taylor, wide open in the end zone for the halfback TD pass. So Coach Brown digs into the bag of tricks. And right when you say all we're going to do is run the ball, he comes up with some trickery to make it look like they were going to run it and decides to take it in. And they go for a 2-point conversion, and Longoria gets in for the 2. So now the Falcons are up 14-7. With 1:09 left in the first half of play, the Falcons have taken the lead. And everybody is fired up on the Falcon sideline. But with 1:09 left in the first, and when you have a player like senior quarterback Jaime Galvan, that may be enough time to do something for the Cardinals. Let's see what happens. So the Cardinals are back to receive, and they receive. That's number 5 for the Cardinals, Tristan Vasquez, who's looking for some room to run, and brought down at about the 29-yard line. .104 left in the first half. Galvan back in the shotgun. He has 2 backs next to him. Ball's handed off to Barry, his running back, number 27, who's looking for some room to run up the left. Picks up about 3. And taken out of bounds, which should. Looks like he's brought down inbound, so the clock keeps running. So Galvan quickly back to the line, gets back and decides to pull it himself and looking to run the ball. He's found some room to run, gets to about the 49-yard line before taken out of bounds, which stops the clock at about 33 seconds left in the first half. Galvan gets his boys back to the line, gets the call, clears the backfield. He's got a bunch over there to the right. Kicks it out to Barry, and Barry's looking for some blockers. He does find some on the screen. Tries to hurdle over the Falcon defender, but can't, and brought down out of bounds. Gain of about 20 on that screen. And it looks like the Cardinals are going to call a timeout with about 25 seconds left in the first half. So the Cardinals trying to do something quickly before halftime. Got 25 seconds left in the first half of football. And they move the ball up the field pretty nicely to get their gains. And so they get it all the way up to about the Falcon 35-yard line. And I'm sure Coach Gomez is over there telling his boys, let's execute. Let's put something up, gentlemen. And sure enough, here they come. Cardinals look ready to make a play here. Or on the other side, Coach Brown's like, don't give anything big. Keep everything in front of you. Make sure you're deeper than the deepest. And somebody keep an eye on Galvan, because if he pulls the ball, he's going to go. Once again, Galvan in the shotgun clears his backfield, has a bunch set up over here to the left. Galvan, sure enough, pulls it down and tries to run himself, and he's brought back down at the back of the backfield by number 67, Leroy Guerrero, who does not give Galvan any time to do anything. Another timeout is called. So to stop the clock, the Cardinals have to call another timeout with about 20 seconds left in the first half. Big-time defensive play by Guerrero for the Falcons, who makes sure that Galvan didn't take off. And I had just said that just a while ago. Galvan cleared the backfield, had a bunch. Got 4 receivers over to the left in a bunch-type formation, and Galvan decides to bring it down and run, but Guerrero for the Falcons says, no, sir. You're not going to pick up a big one on us again right by me. So here we go. Once again, Cardinals looking at a 2nd and 12, 20 seconds left. Galvan in the shotgun waiting for the snap. They have a trips left formation. Galvan gets the ball. He rolls out to the left looking for a receiver. He goes to the opposite side of the field and finds a man down the field, and it's caught, and it's a touchdown, Cardinals. Galvan airs it out and finds his receiver, his brother, Justin Galvan. Looked like some backyard football type of stuff that they probably did back when they were kids. And he throws it up there, and he was well covered. I got to give credit to Justin Galvan, the receiver, because he was covered, and somehow, some way, he jumps up and gets the ball in the air. So now the Cardinals are looking to tie the game before the half. We have some movement on the line during the extra point. So let's see what the Cardinals call. Talked about when we had about a minute or so left, I said that might be enough time for the electrifying Jaime Galvan to make something happen, and sure enough, he did. This kid's a big-time player, and when he has his favorite receiver, his brother, hey, who knows what could happen, and they just showed it right now with that nice TD reception. Here comes the extra point, and it's a low one. It's kicked right at the line, and almost, let's see what's happening. It's going to be picked up by Los Fresnos, who's trying to take it back, but it is stopped and blocked. So Los Fresnos blocks the extra point of the Cardinals. And they try to pick it up and rumble back some, but it is brought down. So the Falcons keep the lead, 14-13, with about 13 seconds left in the first half of football here in Los Fresnos. We've got ourselves a good one here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not here, like I said, if you're listening in on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and you got friends and you got alum that aren't listening to our game, hey, tag them. Let them know that we have the game here on Real Sports Live. So 13 seconds left in the first half. Cardinals trying to see what they're going to do here. They're going to kick it away, just let the time expire in the first half. Looking at different situations and scenarios, I'm sure. So Falcons are back, waiting to receive. Might be like a knuckleball kickoff, or they're just going to kick it to the back. Let's see what they do here. Cardinal kicker getting ready. Cardinal kicker number 85, Jacob Garza. Has the ball in a kind of upright position, so that's what I'm thinking. It might be a little knuckle line drive. And it's a low kick. It's returnable. That's number 11 who's trying to return. That's McWhorter. Picks up a couple yards before going down. 7 seconds left in the first half, and what a ball game that we've had. So first and 10 on the Falcon 30. 7 seconds left in the first half. Los Fresnos up 14-13. And the ball is nilled. Nilled down, run the clock, head into halftime. Los Fresnos has the lead. Now it's a question of what are we going to do in the second half? Big-time plays by both sides of the field. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all aren't here, listen in. We're going to have a fight to the finish. And I told you before our game that both of these teams could have been 2-0. Los Fresnos so close last week in against Rivera, losing that game 20-21. They had, field goals on the line, could have won that game. They had 2 attempts, came up short. And that's the way it goes sometimes. Anything can happen on a Friday night. Anything can happen on a Friday night. Where you have Coach Gomez's Cardinals coming in high and hot. They're 6-1 on the season, 2-0 in district right now. They took care of business against San Benito. They took care of business against Hanna. Coming in here, to Los Fresnos, I'm sure with all the confidence in the world. And look where we're at right now. And I got to give credit here to Coach Brown because he's taking the Cardinal offense out of the game. And by that, not just defensively, but he's not letting them get on the field because his offense is just controlling the clock. They're eating up that clock with his offense. The running backs, Resendez, Galvan, Resendez, Requena, on the other side, Valencia, Longoria, just doing a great job running the ball, getting those positive yards, staying in bounds, and they just keep chipping and chipping away. And I'm sure right now Coach Gomez, him and his staff are in that locker room, and they're trying to figure out, hey, what do we need to do? We need to get that ball. We need to get that ball back on our side so we can give our offense an opportunity to put some points on the board. Because when they have had the ball, it's production. Like I said, Jaime Galvan comes and electrifying, and his brother, Justin Galvan, just got that connection. And like I say, I remember growing up and, hey, let's go outside and throw the ball. Right now, me and my 6-year-old son, we go outside and we throw the ball. I'm sure these guys just grew up playing backyard ball, passing deep, and going for it, and now they're doing it under the Friday night lights, and they're just having a great time. So that's where we're at right now here in Los Fresnos. Stay tuned. Stay with us. We're Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
Fest means Hacienda has it.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias, su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Everyone's a winner at Cano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83.
How about this 2015 Chevy Silverado 1500, a regular cab, custom wheels, bedliner, 21,000 miles, power everything, $25,900. Or how about this 2015 BMW 328i, fully loaded with an X-Drive, navigation, sunroof, leather interior, $18,999.
Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Cano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Every great dining adventure begins with one word: fresh. At the Sea Ranch, we combine a fresh, inviting atmosphere with chef-inspired cuisine prepared from the freshest local shrimp, oysters, snapper, and mahi-mahi. Our salmon, Alaskan king crab, and live Maine lobsters are flown in fresh. A local favorite for over 30 years, the Sea Ranch. Come enjoy a fresh experience.
Hi, we're Mission Veterans, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Everyone's a winner at Cano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83.
How about this 2015 Chevy Silverado 1500, a regular cab, custom wheels, bedliner, 21,000 miles, power everything, $25,900. Or how about this 2015 BMW 328i, fully loaded with an X-Drive, navigation, sunroof, leather interior, $18,999.
Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Cano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas.
Hi, we're the Lady Diamondbacks, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight. Let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Cold War Moscow, 1983. You and your team of counterintelligence spies have been captured. The only thing between you and certain doom is a ticking time bomb. The newest thrilling escape game from Trapped RG. Mission Moscow.
Hi, I'm Coach Nava with Westaco East High School. Thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Hi, we're Peter Bay Lady Bears, and thank you for watching Rio Sports Live. Go!
The kids are headed back to school. It's time to get internet from VTX1. VTX1 Companies offers fast and reliable internet throughout the Rio Grande Valley, even to some of the most remote areas. For a limited time only, get your standard installation at no cost to you. Start the school year off with a service provider you can trust by calling 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Hi, we're the Lady Wildcats, and thank you for watching Rio Sports Live. Hi, we're Edinburgh Cougars, and thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Willkommen to October. Welcome to Hacienda Ford's Trucktoberfest.
Trucktoberfest is the biggest sale of the year on new trucks and SUVs at Hacienda Ford. Now, no matter what options you want, it's at Hacienda Ford. Right now, get a 2019 Ford Expedition for 0% interest for 72 months plus $2,000 bonus cash.
Trucktoberfest means Hacienda has it.
Thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
At San Benito Vision Source, the optometry staff works around your busy schedule and take the time to answer your questions and concerns prior to a visit. Dr. Jaime Rodriguez and Dr. Laura Loki offering full vision examinations, diagnostics, and treatment of an array of eye diseases and conditions to keep your eyes healthy. Call the friendly staff today with questions or schedule a consultation. San Benito Vision Source.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We are this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Every great dining adventure begins with one word: fresh. At the Sea Ranch, we combine a fresh, inviting atmosphere with chef-inspired cuisine prepared from the freshest local shrimp, oysters, snapper, and mahi-mahi. Our salmon, Alaskan king crab, and live Maine lobsters are flown in fresh. A local favorite for over 30 years, the Sea Ranch. Come enjoy a fresh experience.
Want to welcome you back to Los Fresnos, Texas. We are at Leo Aguilar Memorial Stadium, and it's halftime here at a battle between the Falcons and the Cardinals. Cardinals up 14-13, but it has been a good one, ladies and gentlemen. Let's tell you the tale of the tape so far. Cardinals jump on the board first tonight in the first quarter with a defensive touchdown, a fumble recovery by Nathan Huerta. And then the Falcons took over from there. The Falcons secured the ball, and they have just been moving the chains, eating up the clock, giving the Cardinals very little time to get anything going offensively, and leading that whole shebang there and controlling the tempo for the Falcons is quarterback Adrian Longoria. Adrian Longoria has done a good job tonight maintaining the composure and the tempo of tonight's game, getting to the line, finding his fullback, Resendez, finding his wingbacks, Valencia and McWhorter. Resendez has himself a touchdown tonight, which gave the Falcons 6, and then they had their extra point blocked, so they were actually down 7-6. But then here comes all kinds of stuff going on. Towards the end of the second quarter, we had Valencia taking a pitch out and dropping back on a halfback pass, finds Cody Taylor for the halfback touchdown pass. And then they go for the 2-point conversion by Longoria, which got them back up to 14-7. Then with 1:09 left in the first half of the game, I said, watch out, because this is still enough time for Galvan of the Cardinals, quarterback Jaime Galvan. You always know when you're watching NFL, if Tom Brady or Rodgers has himself a minute or two left in the quarter, Aaron Rodgers, you're like, whoa, it's still not safe to say that it's the end of the half or the end of the quarter, because these guys can make something happen within that time. Well, Jaime Galvan, very Brady-like, very Aaron Rodgers-like at the end of that half, takes the ball down the field. Him and Barry making their moves up down the field, and about They get themselves to about the 35-yard line, and Galvan drops back and goes to the Galvan connection, brother to brother, a 40-yard TD run. But then they go up to the line to try to get their extra point, and it's a low kick, and it's blocked by Los Fresnos. That's brought us to where we're at right now in halftime, 14-13. But we've got a good one here tonight, so make sure you stay with us. We're giving you the live audio of tonight's game. I want to remind those that are watching, listening to our game, that we're not allowed to give you a live video feed due to UIL regulations. But like I said, we're going to give you the best that we can, play-by-play audio. We also try to get ourselves our highlight tape after the game sometime tonight to give you guys the video of some of these big-time plays. Around the league, in the district right now, we got some close games all over. Rivera right now up 15-14 on South, and San Benito up 21-13. Plenty of other Friday night football going on right down the road over in PI. PI is hosting the Raymondville Bearcats, and right now PI is down 35-0. Other games going on around the valley. Nicky Rowe against Mission High. Nicky Rowe 10-14. Sherryland right now is down to Mercedes 14-21. Edinburgh Vela up on Donna North 27-3. Westlaco High 7. Edinburgh High 0. We just talked about the Rivera game, 15-14 at the half against South. Lyford and Mathis, Lyford down 7-8. Santa Maria down to Refugio, 7-36. Taft up on Santa Rosa, 18-7. Donna High, 13. Rio Grande City, 28. We had some games last night, too. We had that a close one. La Feria and La Grulia. La Feria pulled it out, staying undefeated, and the only undefeated team in the Valley right now throughout their season. They won last night 28-23. So lots of games going on tonight. Real Sports Live is covering some of those games. So if you guys want to listen in to some other game tonight, I know we're at Nicky Rowe and Mission, San Benito and Brownsville Vets, Laredo Figueroa and Sherryland Pioneer, Laredo Alexander and Eagle Pass. I believe we have a couple of other games going on, but, man, come back to us because we are going to have a fight to the finish here in Los Fresnos. The Harlingen Cardinals and Los Fresnos Falcons. We're about 9 minutes away from the second half of football, and we'll be back after this. This is Real Sports Live.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
At San Benito Vision Source, the optometry staff works around your busy schedule and take the time to answer your questions and concerns prior to a visit. Dr. Jaime Rodriguez and Dr. Laura Loki offering full vision examinations, diagnostics, and treatment of an array of eye diseases and conditions to keep your eyes healthy. Call the friendly staff today with questions or schedule a consultation. San Benito Vision Source.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Inside a top-secret, highly classified government laboratory, an experimental killer virus has breached containment. You and your team have 60 minutes to find the antivirus. Book your adventure today at trappedrgv.com.
Hi, we're Robert Bella's favorite cats, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83. How about this 2015 Chevy Silverado 1500, a regular cab, custom wheels, bedliner, 21,000 miles, power everything, $25,900. Or how about this 2015 BMW 328i, fully loaded with an X-Drive, navigation, sunroof, leather interior, $18,999. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Hi, we're Sherryland Rattlers, and thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Every great dining adventure begins with one word, fresh. At the Sea Ranch, we combine a fresh, inviting atmosphere with chef-inspired cuisine prepared from the freshest local shrimp, oysters, snapper, and mahi-mahi. Our salmon, Alaskan king crab, and live Maine lobsters are flown in fresh. A local favorite for over 30 years, the Sea Ranch. Come enjoy a fresh experience.
At San Benito Vision Source, the optometry staff works around your busy schedule and take the time to answer your questions and concerns prior to a visit. Dr. Jaime Rodriguez and Dr. Laura Loki offering full vision examinations, diagnostics, and treatment of an array of eye diseases and conditions to keep your eyes healthy. Call the friendly staff today with questions or schedule a consultation. San Benito Vision Source.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We are this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you. Is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Hi, we're PSJ Southwest Javelinas, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live. J's up!
Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83.
How about this 2015 Chevy Silverado 1500, a regular cab, custom wheels, bedliner, 21,000 miles, power everything, $25,900. Or how about this 2015 BMW 328i, fully loaded with an X-Drive, navigation, sunroof, leather interior, $18,999.
Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas.
Have been taken. There will be no ransom note, a chance to escape. Can you use the clues that others have left behind? Are you clever enough to figure it out? Can you escape? Let the game begin.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Hi, we're Harlingen, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record.
Welcome, everybody, back to Los Fresnos, Texas at Leo Aguilar Memorial Stadium, where we've got ourselves a barn burner here tonight in Los Fresnos, ladies and gentlemen. The Harlingen Cardinals coming and paying a visit to Los Fresnos Falcons, and we've got a tight one, 13-14, and I'm interested to see what's going to happen this second half of play. Coach Gomez over there for the Cardinals sure went into the halftime locker room and started making some adjustments with his coaching staff. They're going to try to get the ball. I mean, they have had limited time for their offense to even come out and give credit to Coach Brown and his game plan. And Coach Brown had said from the beginning, I was over here against Austin LBJ, they're one of their very first games this year, and he talked about their flex bone offense, and he said, hey, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time to learn. It's going to take some time for our boys to get in the groove. But as they progressed, you know, like I said, I came against LBJ. I was here with them against Harlingen South, and then here tonight again against Harlingen. You just see the progressions of the Falcons and how they progress in this offense. And Coach Brown has done a really great job by really controlling the game. And like I said, the Cardinals have had very little opportunity to show any type of offensive talents because they've hardly had the ball. And on the other side, we look, when they do have the ball, it's execution. You got one of the top quarterbacks, if not the top quarterback in the Valley, you know, in Jaime Galvan, and the things he does through the air with his arm and with his feet. The kid's electrifying. So every time he's getting an opportunity, he's making things happen. But that's the thing. Los Fresnos is not giving them those opportunities too much. So we're going to see what the adjustments are. We'll see what the teams come out with to start this second half. 13-14 here in Los Fresnos. And we talked a little bit about, like I said, both teams. And both teams are looking for a win. The Cardinals want to stay on top at 3-0. And Los Fresnos wants to come back and be 2-1. They want to stay in that race. It's a tight one. We've had some other close games in this district. Like I said just a while ago, last time I checked, Rivera was up on South 15-14, and San Benito extended their lead before halftime, 21-13 against Hanna. So we're going to see what happens here tonight. We're going to keep going, and we're going to have an exciting second half of football. If you're not here tonight, reminder, I want you to guys like, share, follow us on Real Sports Live, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Giving you the best we can audio-wise, because we can only give you the play-by-play audio on Friday nights, and that's every football game in the state of Texas, unless it's a sold-out crowd, then other things that go into that. But Friday night football can only be broadcasted audio. We can't give you a live video feed of Friday night football. But we are about underway and ready to get this second half of football going in Los Fresnos. And I'm excited, and I'm sure you guys are too, to see how this all plays out. But both teams are ready. The Cardinals are fired up and saying, hey, we are still in this. We are the leading team in this district. No pressure. Let's go get it. Where Los Fresnos is saying, hey, we have nothing to lose. All right? We're playing the top team in our district. Let's keep going, and let's shock the world. So let's see. And right now, I'm pretty sure there's plenty out there right now that are thinking, hey, is this the way it should have been this tight? And I'm going to say, yes, it should have. Like I said, the Los Fresnos team could easily be 2-0 right now. You know, they got down on their luck last week with that missed field goals, those missed field goal opportunities to win against Rivera. Rivera did a good job of holding on to that win. And Los Fresnos said, hey, that could have been our game. Let's contend. Let's continue to say, hey, we belong up at the top in our district right along with Harlingen. And so that's where we lead to tonight. But Harlingen will receive the ball to start off the second half of football. Los Fresnos won the toss and elected to take the kickoff to start the game. So the Harlingen Cardinals will start with the ball in the second half. And here we go. Second half of football is underway. Cardinals get the ball. That's number 2 for the Cardinals, Donnie Serna, who finds a room to run up the middle. He's still on his feet and gets all the way to about the 42-yard line, which gives the Cardinals really good field position to start their first drive in the second half. So here they come. Jaime Galvan and his troop ready to show what they can do on the offensive side now that they actually have possession of the ball. Harlingen Cardinals coming out wearing their white with red and white helmets. Galvan back in the shotgun, has himself a bunch formation over on the left side. Galvan takes the ball and runs it up himself. He finds some room up to run up the right side of the field, picks up about 7. Taken down by number 24 of the Falcons, Cameron Rivera. Looks like there was a flag at the end of that play. Let's see what they call it. Waiting for the call. Looks like it's coming back. And that'll be a personal foul against the Cardinals. Comes back 15 from the spot of the ball. So that takes them back to maybe about a 1st and 15. And here come the Cardinals coming up to the line of scrimmage. Galvan in the shotgun. Once again in that bunch formation over to the left. Has 4 receivers out here. Ball is snapped. Galvan looks out, finds Barry, his running back, on a screen. Barry finds some blockers, and he's up to about the 47-yard line. They run that little bunch formation, have about 3 receivers in a diamond formation, and Barry in the back of that diamond. And they just send those receivers downfield to block, and Barry looks for some room to run between them. They come out the same formation, but on the other side of the field, and Galvan decides to run it to the opposite side and comes up with about maybe the 1st down. Let's see if he picks it up. Yes, he does. Picks up 5 for the Cardinal 1st down. So here they came out in that same bunch formation, but now they headed to the right side. So they had all 4 of his receivers over to the right, and Barry says, I'm going the other way, thank you. So trying to trick the defense and going one way and give the attention to one side of the field as he comes and runs up the other. Galvan in the shotgun. Now twin sets. Man in motion, coming over from the left to the right. Moves it over to a trips right formation. Galvan back in the shotgun, gets the snap, brings it down. Looks like he's going to run up the short side of the field, which is the left. Stays on his feet and finally taken out of bounds. Picks up maybe about 3. Sure enough, picks up about 3 yards. 2nd and 7 for the Cardinals. Slowly but surely, they're moving the ball up the field. Ball is now on the Los Fresnos 44-yard line. Galvan waiting for the call from the side. Has Barry to his right. Back in the shotgun, waiting for the snap. Barry goes out in motion. Galvan swings back and looking for a receiver. He finds his receiver, which is his brother, Jaime Galvan. Jaime Galvan gets in the field, picks up about 20 on that play. So Jaime Galvan to Justin Galvan. The Galvan brother connection once again. Hook up for a Cardinal 1st down and then some. Gets the ball all the way to the 25-yard line of the Falcons. Galvan back in shotgun. Barry behind him over in a trips left formation, waiting for the call. Barry moves over to his left. Ball is snapped. Galvan pulls back, looks for number 2, Donnie Serna, who finds some room, gets down the field and gets all the way to about the 11-yard line before hit out of bounds. So Cardinals are keeping it in the air as they're looking to keep marching down the field. They get the ball to about the 10-yard line, 1st and goal. Cardinals set up in a twins formation. Barry to the left side of Galvan. Galvan gets the snap, hands off to Barry. Barry looks up the middle and then bounces out to the right side of the field. He's looking for some room to run. Finds a little bit, doesn't get much though. Barry looks to bounce outside, but it's taken down maybe at the line of scrimmage. No gain, 2nd and goal now. Cardinals up to the line. Galvan in the shotgun, waiting for the snap. Receiver comes over in motion, fakes a handoff. Galvan takes it up the middle, gets himself to about the 4. So Justin Galvan comes in motion. Jaime Galvan fakes the handoff and takes it up the middle himself. Picks up a gain of a couple. Gets himself all the way to the 4-yard line. We're looking at a 3rd and 4 now. Cardinals in the shotgun. Barry goes in motion. Galvan rolls out to his left, looking for a receiver at the back of the end zone, and he finds him. Touchdown, Cardinals. Touchdown, Cardinals. Joe Zuniga. Jaime Galvan rolls out to his left. Takes a couple steps up to pull in the linebackers and finds Zuniga in the left corner of the end zone for the touchdown. So little could Coach Brown do there to keep the ball out of the Cardinals' hands as they started. And they look like the Cardinals going for a 2-point conversion, and it is converted. 2-point conversion, good for the Cardinals. So that picks the score back up to the 21. Cardinals take the lead in the 3rd. 8:13 on the clock. 21-14. Cardinals come out of halftime, make their adjustments, and we talked about this earlier, how Coach Brown of the Falcons trying to keep the ball out of the Cardinals' hands as much as they can, because once they have that ball, Galvan is going to do his thing, and the rest of the Cardinals, and sure enough, right out of the half, Galvan leads those boys down the field for the TD pass to Joe Zuniga to finish it up. So Los Fresnos looking to come back out. Waiting for the kickoff. Hector Muniz and Nico Valencia. Cardinals back, ready to kick off. Good kickoff. Here comes Valencia for the return. Valencia gets the ball, looking to go up the middle, finds some room to run, looking for a lane. He sure does find one. Gets the ball up to about the Falcon 38-yard line. So here come the Falcons. And I'm sure Coach Brown said at half, hey, if it's not broken, don't try to fix it. So they're going to keep with their strategy and their game plan. Run the ball, control the clock, pick up those 3, the 4, the 5 yards, and just keep converting those first downs. Keep them coming. Control and eat the clock. So let's see what the Falcons come out with right away. Sure enough, McWhorter comes in motion, and the ball is pitched out to McWhorter, who's met by a slew of Cardinals. In on that tackle, number 55 of the Cardinals, Noah Gonzalez, and number 37, Ezen Zuniga. Longoria doing the signal calling for the Falcons tonight. Under center, Resendez behind him. Longoria takes the QB keeper, jumps out through the line of scrimmage, and picks up about 3. So now they're looking at a 3rd and 6, which will be a big down. They need to keep this drive going if they want to keep the momentum they had before half. I'm sure Coach Brown wants to continue with the ball because he does not want to give the ball back to the Cardinals. Longoria under center, gets the snap. Handoff to Resendez. Resendez picks up about maybe 2 yards. So the Falcons are going to be looking at a 4th and 4. About a 4th and 3. And let's see what Coach Brown decides to do. This will be a big decision here for Coach Brown if he decides to punt it away or if he decides to try to convert a 4th down. And sure enough, he keeps his offense on the field. So this is big. Longoria under center. Ball is handed off, and Kepa Longoria finds his little bit of room and picks up the first down for the Falcons. So Longoria, with the option, pulls the ball from Resendez, and then he follows Resendez's block. So smart heads-up play by Longoria as he decides to pull the handoff and then follows big, strong Resendez as a lead blocker, picks up the 4 yards, and it's a Falcon first down. Big-time play there on that 4th down conversion. Longoria ready to go, back under center. Ball is kept, and he pitches it out to Valencia. Valencia looking for some room. Hit after the gain of about 6. Valencia had some room outside. If he bounced out to the left, he would have broken up for a little bit more. But he bumps into his blocker, who was trying to block down the field. It picks up about 6. And now we're looking at about a 2nd and 2. He picked up about 8 on that run. So 2nd and 2 for the Falcons. Longoria under center. Resendez in the backfield. Got McWhorter and Valencia at the wings. Ball is pitched out to McWhorter, who's tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of about 3, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see what the officials call. And it looks like it's going to be a personal foul. A face mask call on the Cardinals, which is huge. A 15-yard penalty and a fresh set of downs, which is moving the ball down the field now for the Falcons. Ball gets to the Cardinal 28 with 5:04 in the 3rd quarter. So Longoria now looking over the sideline, waiting for the play to come in. Gets the play, and he's under center. Resendez in the backfield with McWhorter and Valencia as the wings. Ball's handed off to Resendez. Resendez picks up about 2 before met by a group of Cardinals. Led in that tackle, number 55 of the Cardinals, Noah Gonzalez. So a gain of about 2, 2nd and 8 now for the Falcons. Ball gets up to about the 25-yard line. Clock is ticking. Like I said, with this offense, they're just going to run, and eat up that clock. So Longoria under center. Valencia takes over, and the ball is handed off to Resendez, who's met at the line of scrimmage. Doesn't pick up much. This is one of those things we talked about with this offense. If you got a man in motion, which just a while ago Valencia was running in motion from right to left, you got your backers looking at that guy, and then you get the handoff to your fullback, Resendez, up the middle with your backers already taking off following Valencia. So you really got to read the ball. You got to know where the ball's at. You got to be smart when you're running against an offense, something like this. So 3rd and 8 for the Falcons. Longoria under center. Ball is pitched out to Valencia. Valencia looking outside, finds some room and picks up the first down for the Falcons. So Valencia goes out as he goes in motion, gets the pitch out to the left side, takes it up the sideline, picks up the first down before going out of bounds and stopping the clock at about 3:24. So we're looking at a 1st and 10. Ball on the Cardinal 16. Longoria under center, ready for the snap. McWhorter comes in motion, but the ball's handed off to Resendez. Resendez picks up the ball and goes for about 3 yards. 55 for the Cardinals. Gonzalez in on that tackle. But not before Resendez picks up about another 5. So now we're looking at a 2nd and 5. Ball gets up to the 11-yard line of the Cardinals. The Cardinals are looking to make a defensive stand as Los Fresnos is trying to tie up the game. Longoria keeps the ball, goes up under center, tries to get the QB keeper, picks up maybe about 2. So now we're looking at a 3rd and 2 for the Falcons with 2:40 left in the 3rd quarter. Falcons ready. Longoria under center. McWhorter in motion. Ball is handed off to Resendez, who finds a big hole, and it's a touchdown to Resendez. I'm telling you, this offense, you don't know where it's going to come. You see a man coming in motion from the left to the right. Your backers start to focus on that guy, and then Longoria just turns around, hands the ball off to Resendez, and Resendez finds a huge hole on the right side of the line for a touchdown. Falcons. So now we're just exchanging punches. We got a heavyweight bout here, and they're just going right and left and coming at each other. Punch after punch. Extra point is up, and this one is good. We got a tie ball game here in Los Fresnos, 21 apiece with 2:23 left in this third quarter. I'm telling you, we got a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys are just tuning in, we want to welcome you guys to Los Fresnos and Harlingen Showdown here in Los Fresnos at Leo Aguilar Memorial Stadium. We're giving you the best we can audio. I want to remind our viewers, if you're just tuning in, you're asking, where's the video? Where's the video of this game? Well, unfortunately, due to UIL regulations, we cannot give a Friday night video feed, but we will be giving you the best play-by-play that we can audio-wise. Also, stay tuned to Real Sports Live after the game. At some point in time, we get the highlights together and try to give you the best of what's happened tonight on replays. So, here we go. The Cardinals are now back and ready to receive the ball. Ball is up, and it's received by number 5, Tristan Vasquez. Vasquez gets the ball and looks up the field, finds himself a lane, and gets all the way to about the 29-yard line of the Cardinals. So let's see what the Falcons defense is going to do here. Like I said, Jaime Galvan, showtime of the Cardinals, is able to do it through the air, on the ground, or whatever he may do. So now the challenge is going to be on Los Fresnos defense to find a way to stop this guy. Ball is handed off to Barry, number 27. Cardinals running back picks up about 2 before brought down by number 43 of the Falcons, Gregory Jones. So now the Cardinals are looking at a 2nd and 8. Ball on their 33-yard line. Galvan back, hands off, but the exchange is fumbled. Galvan jumps on the ball before anybody else could. Galvan tries to hand it off to his tailback. The exchange was a little bit messy. Ball falls on the floor, but Galvan was able to jump on top of it before a turnover could happen. 1:30 left in the third. Galvan in the shotgun has Barry to his left. Cardinals in a twins formation, a spread. Ball is snapped. Galvan rolls out to the left. Now he goes over to his right looking for a receiver, and he finds his man. That's his brother, number 3, Justin Galvan, who makes the catch and maybe even gets the yards that he needs for the first down. Let's see where they spot. It might be a tad short of the first, but they give it to them. So the Cardinals get just enough on the Galvan's connection, brother to brother, and he picks up the Cardinal first down. 55 seconds left in the third. Galvan waiting for the call. Back in the shotgun has Barry to his left. Ball is snapped. Galvan looks out, finds number 2 for the reception. Still on his feet, that's Donnie Serna. And Donnie Serna had positive yards besides a spin around and loses about 2 on the spin coming back. So 2nd and 7, 25 seconds left in this quarter. We're in the third. Ball is on the Cardinal 43. So let's see if the Cardinals get a last play in here before the end of the quarter. Doesn't look like they are. They're going to let that clock tick, and we're going to get into the fourth with a tie ball game here in Los Fresnos. and we're going to have a wild finish, ladies and gentlemen. Stay with us. This is Real Sports Live, 21-21, Harlingen and Los Fresnos. We'll be back after this.
When stepping back in time with the memories, forever memories, antiques and collectibles in San Benito.
Hi, we're Bronzo Veterans, and thanks for watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
Every great dining adventure begins with one word, fresh. At the Sea Ranch, we combine a fresh, inviting atmosphere with chef-inspired cuisine prepared from the freshest.
And here we go, fourth quarter football, 21-21 in Los Fresnos, the Falcons and the Cardinals. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We know it's a chilly one here in the valley. That cold front came in last night, and this is the weather that people love for football. The hits are a little bit harder. They sound a little bit crunchier. This is Friday night. This is Friday night weather. You see people out here. They got their coats on. They have San Marcos blankets. They got their colchas. Everybody's here, and if you're not, please stay warm in your house, but tune in and stay with us. Harlingen Cardinals with the ball. Galvan steps back, finds himself a receiver, and it falls just a bit short. Pass intended to number 12, Hector Perez, who was wide open. Galvan just didn't put enough on it. Falls a little short. Incomplete pass. So now the Cardinals looking at a 3rd and 7. Third and 7 for the Cardinals. Ball on their 44-yard line. This is a big down. Ball is snapped. Galvan rolls out to his right. He coming back the other way now. He's under pressure, looking for someone downfield. He gets it off, and it's complete. Big-time play made by his feet for Galvan, who completes the pass to number 12, Hector Perez, to pick up the big first down for the Cardinals. Galvan had absolutely nothing, but stayed on his feet, rolls out to his left, and finds Perez for the first down. So Galvan keeps it going. Back in the shotgun, has a trips right formation. He decides to run it to the left, looks around the corner, finds a little bit of room to run, picks up about 7. Can't say enough about Jaime Galvan, ladies and gentlemen. The kid is a showstopper, and he's just putting the whole offense on his back and saying, hey, let's go. These are my boys. I'm your leader. Let's continue. Let's go get this game. So they come out in that bunch formation over to the right. Galvan in the shotgun, pulls back, looks over, but decides to pull it down and keep it himself on the QB keep. He's finding himself to run. He's on the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. He barrels in there. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jaime Galvan, just like I just said, hey, I'm going to put it on my shoulders, boys. You just help me out. Takes it, goes for the run of about 30 yards for the touchdown. Touchdown, Cardinals. They came out in that bunch formation I've been talking about. They had about 4 receivers bunched up on the right side. So all attention wants to go over there. And then Galvan takes the ball up to the left side where they didn't have as many defenders, and that's just the whole point of that offense, I'm sure, that setup. Hey, let's run it the opposite way. We got numbers for us on this side. You just do the rest. And Coach Gomez couldn't be any happier right now with that run by his quarterback, Jaime Galvan. Extra point goes up, and it's good. Cardinals now have the lead with 10:35 left in the game, 28-21. Now, like I said just a while ago, the punches, the back and forth heavyweight bout. This reminds me of the old school fights. You know, when we had those heavyweights back in the day, the Mike Tysons, the Buster Douglas, the Evander Holyfields. You have those big heavyweight guys, and this is 2 heavyweight programs, and they're just going back and forth, and they're pounding and pounding and pounding. Let's see who's going to be the last team standing. Well, Fresnos gets on the field, back to return. Muniz and Valencia. 10:35 left in our game tonight. And here we go. Kick is up. Over to Valencia. Valencia gets the ball, looks to find some lanes. Got himself a block. Looking for a blocker, finds a spin move, keeps on his feet, gets the ball up to about the 25. All right. So now Los Fresnos is looking to answer back. Let's see what Coach Brown has going for him now. All right. Longoria back under center. Resendez in the backfield. McWhorter and Valencia are his wingbacks. Valencia in the motion. Longoria decides to keep it and brought down at the line of scrimmage, met by number 37 of the Cardinals. That's Izen Zuniga on the tackle. No gain on that play. So now the Falcons are looking at a 2nd and 10, about 10 minutes left in the ball game. Plenty of time for anything to happen. Longoria under center. Decides to pull out, looking to make the play call. Audibles coming in. And here we go. Longoria with a snap, keeps it himself, pitches it out to Valencia. Valencia trying to find something on the outside, but finds absolutely nothing. Great job by number 37, Zuniga, who's keeping that contained. And that's one of the big things that I'm sure that Coach Gomez adjusted at halftime, was keeping the containment. Every time Valencia was getting that little pitch out in the first half, he was finding a way to get around the corners and get positive yards. I have not seen that in the second half tonight. So good job, good adjustments by the defensive side of the Cardinals to keep that containment and keep Valencia and McWhorters to the inside. Ball is kept by Longoria. Longoria looking for some room to run on the outside. Tries to find a blocker, but it's taken down by the cornerback over there on the left side of the field. That's number 23, Isaiah Liscano, with a big-time tackle on that 3rd down, bringing the Falcons to a 4th and 13. And that could be the stop that the Cardinals needed. Because that's dangerous. Now you're going to give the ball back over to the Cardinals and let Galvan do what he does. Now you're going to have to hope that the Falcons defense can step up and answer the challenge to stop Galvan. So punt goes up. Justin Galvan calls the fair catch. So the Cardinals will get some good field position. They get the ball on the Falcons' 46-yard line. So now the Cardinals will have a short field to work with. Out comes Galvan. In the shotgun, got Barry in the backfield with him. Man in motion is number 12. Ball is handed off to Barry. Barry looks to find something at the middle, and he sure does. He picks up a quick 10 on the handoff. That's number 27, Raiden Barry. We talked about him. He's averaging about 97 yards a game. Tonight he's had some good runs. On the season has 681 rushing yards. That goes up tonight. I'm not sure if he's close to the 100 tonight, but he's had some good runs. So Galvan getting ready. Twins formation. Ball's handed off to Barry once again, looking for that 1st down, and he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Met by number 25, Daniel Cardingo of the Falcons. So the Cardinals fall short on that 1st down to try to get that 1st down. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 1. Let's see if Galvan pulls the QB keep right here. almost like a QB draw where he's going to drop back 2 and go right up the gut. Let's see what happens. 3rd and 1. He's in an empty backfield, and sure enough, he pulls it down looking for that QB draw, and he finds some room to run and more. So he picks up the first down, still on his feet, makes it all the way to about the 23-yard line. I'm not a psychic or anything, but I think I saw that one coming the way Galvan's been moving tonight. 4th and 1 situation with an empty backfield. Galvan just decides to keep it himself, go up and pick up the first down and then some. So here we go. Galvan gets the ball out, tries to pitch out to number 12, but the pass is incomplete. Pass was intended for Hector Perez. So 2nd and 10 for the Cardinals. Ball on the Falcon 24. Cardinals looking to extend their lead here, and the Falcons are looking to hold to give their offense back on the field and give them another shot to tie this game up. Barry in motion. Galvan decides to keep it, goes up the middle and picks up about a gain of 5. On that tackle, number 24, Rivera for the Falcons. Cameron Rivera in on that tackle. So now we're looking at a 3rd and 4 for the Cardinals. Cardinals coming up to the line. Line's done a great job helping Galvan tonight and Barry. Cardinals in a trips right formation. Emptied out the backfield. Number 2, Donnie Serra in motion. Galvan decides to keep it himself, trying to look for some room to run up the right side of the field, but a great open field tackle by number 15 of the Falcons, Marco Moreno, which is going to bring the Cardinals to a 4th down, 4th and 7. But we are in field goal territory. So it looks like Coach Gomez is bringing out his field goal unit, doing the kicking duties. Looking at a 37-yard field goal is number 85, Jacob Garza. At halftime, I saw him warming up his leg. You never know when your kicker's going to be needed or called on. We got 5:49 left in our game tonight, and the Cardinals decide to call a timeout and talk things over. Right now, Cardinals up 28-21, 4th quarter, 5:49. This is Real Sports Live, and we'll be back after this.
Our salmon, Alaskan king crab, and live Maine lobsters are flown in fresh. A local favorite for over 30 years, the Sea Ranch. Come enjoy a fresh experience.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
Welcome back, Real Sports Live, coming out of that Cardinal timeout. Cardinals looking to kick a field goal on a 4th and 7, looking at a 37-yard field goal. Kick is up. Looks like it has enough distance and the accuracy, and it is good. Field goal, Cardinals, is good. Extending their lead, 31-21. Now the Cardinals have a 10-point lead on that field goal by number 85, Jacob Garza. .44 left in our game tonight. Falcons down 10. Cardinals came out first play of the second half, first series of the second half, scored their touchdown. And then after that, it's just been a little bit of Cardinals. The Falcons did an excellent job keeping the ball out of the Cardinals' hands. But when the Cardinals got that ball back and the opportunities, they have taken full advantage thanks to their quarterback, Jaime Galvan, who's done a great job tonight, finding some open receivers. His brother doing a great job running this offense. So here we go. Cardinals kicking off to the Falcons. 5:44 left. Falcons down 10, and I'm sure they want to do something here. The last series, their last 3-and-out series was big. Valencia gets the kickoff, looking up the middle, finds some lane to run, and he finds something. Finds himself in the middle of a bunch, though, and finally taken down. About a 22-yard kickoff return. Ball's taken down and spotted at about the 26. So 5:37 left. Let's see what Coach Brown is going to have his boys do. Being a running team, let's see if he decides to open it up a little bit. You need a little bit of urgency here. Down 10 with 5:37 left. If they keep running that ball, that clock's just going to keep ticking away. So let's see if Coach Brown says, hey, let's go to the air a little bit. Let's not use so much clock. We need this time. But ball is pitched out to Valencia. Valencia looking for some room up to run. The left side of the field picks up about 7. In on that tackle, number 13 for the Cardinals, Jesus Manriquez. So second and 3, 5:13 left in this game. The clock is going to keep ticking. It looks like Coach Brown's going to continue to run that ball. Ball's handed off to Resendez. Resendez picks up about 2. Taken down by number 32 of the Cardinals. That's Gabriel Martinez in on that tackle. Falcons looking at a 3rd and 1 now. Do you go with that QB keep up the middle or let Resendez pound it down the middle? Let's see what they decide to do to pick up the first down. Or the Cardinals stuff it. Sure enough, it's given to Resendez. Resendez stays on his feet and leans over the line of scrimmage to get the Falcon first down. But that clock is ticking. 4:30 left in our game. And the Falcons still need about 63 yards to get down that field. Longoria under center. Gets the snap. Keeps it and pitches it out to Valencia. Valencia up the left. Stays in bounds as that clock is going to keep ticking, but picks up about 4. Looking at a 2nd and 6. Valencia actually picks up 6, and we're looking at a 2nd and 4 now for the Falcons with under 4 minutes now. Longoria gets the snap, handed off to Resendez. Resendez finds himself a good block and picks up the Falcon first down. And that'll stop the clock to move the chains. But once those chains are done, the clock is back going, and here's the clock. 3:40 left in our game. The Falcons get the call in. They're trying to get things going here. Now it's a race against the clock. And in this offense, like I said, as long as they're going to keep running, that clock's going to keep running. Handoff is actually given over to Valencia, who's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Might be a loss of about 1. So now we're looking at a 2nd and 11 for the Falcons. And ball on the Cardinal 48. 3:10 left in the game. Longoria under center. Valencia in motion. Ball's on the floor. Pitched out. Picked up. Gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage is Longoria. So now the Falcons are looking at a 3rd and 11, and it looks like Coach Brown is going to call a timeout. See what they're going to run here. This is exactly the situation the Cardinals wanted to put them in, a 3rd and long. Being a run-based team is going to be a tough situation. Let's see what happens. We'll be back after this timeout. This is Real Sports Live.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido.
Welcome back, Real Sports Live, coming to you from Los Fresnos, Texas, where we have the Harlingen Cardinals up 31-21 against Los Fresnos Falcons. We got about 2:58 left in our game tonight as Longoria, the Falcons, are trying to pick up a first down. But we have some flags and whistles being blown. Looks like the Cardinals had an extra man on the field, and he was trying to sprint out of there. But before they could call a flag, the Cardinals call a timeout. So now the coaches are coming back, trying to figure out what they're going to do here. We got 2:57 left in our game. Cardinals up 10. Got other games going around the valley tonight. Lots of scores coming in. Let's take a look at a couple. Trying to look for that update here. Here we go. All right, so coming out of the timeout, a couple different scores around the district here. Harlingen South right now up against Rivera 22-15. San Benito up 35-13 against Hanna. Falcons looking at that 3rd and long. Ball is handed off to Resendez. Resendez takes a hit but tries to stay on his feet, but taken down by a group of Cardinals. Picks up maybe 6 yards, a tough 6 yards for Resendez. And now we're looking at a 4th and 5. With 2:50 left in the game, and I'm sure Coach Brown says we got to go for it. We have nothing to lose here. We're down 10. We make it happen. We keep going. We don't. Hey, guys, let's try to get the ball back with time left. So like I said, lots of football going around the valley tonight. Over down the street in PI, Raymondville is all over Port Isabel, 49-0 right now. Other scores, Nicky Rowe and Mission High. Mission High up 21-10. Mercedes over Sherryland right now, 28-14. Rio Hondo beating Progreso 28-14. And we are back out of that timeout. Los Fresnos ball, looking at a 4th and 6. Longoria under center, hands off to Resendez. Resendez is trying to just get that first down, and he falls short. 4th down does not convert for the Falcons. And it's about maybe a foot short. But it looks like they're going to call the chains out just to make sure. So the offense is staying out there, and the Cardinal defense is still out there, and they're going to call the chains out to see, to make it. They just want to make it official. You know, we have 2:43, down 10. This is a big play, so the officials just want to make sure. And let's see what they call. We're in the 4th quarter, 2:43 left. Falcons down 10, 31-21. And sure enough, the Cardinals make the stop. So over on down, the ball goes back to the Cardinals with 2:43 left. And it's been a hard-fought game for both teams. And you can see, you know, exactly what's going on here. You guys have been listening in, and we've been following along. It's been a great game so far. So the Cardinals get the ball back, and the ball is handed off to Barry, but Barry fumbles the ball and is picked up. Luckily, the ball is picked up by number 2, Donnie Serna. But Barry had picked up about 15, and then Serna picks the ball up and gains up now another 5. Barry tried to do a spin move, and on that spin, he was wrapped up and the ball was stripped out, but Serna picks it up. So ball stays in the Cardinals' possession, 2:15 left in the game. Ball on the Falcon 44. Clock still ticking. We're at that 2-minute mark. Galvan back in the shotgun. Has Barry to his left. Ball's handed off to Barry. Barry finds some room to run up the left side, makes a spin, and is hit hard. Gets about a gain of 6, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see what the officials call it. Clock stops at 1:51. It's a holding on the Cardinals, so that'll bring them back. So that'll take them back 10. Cardinals offense over, talking to Coach Gomez, trying to see how they're going to try to wrap up this game with 1:51. Cardinals now looking at a 1st and 12. Galvan back in the shotgun, has Berry to his left. Ball is snapped. Galvan rolls out to the left, finds himself some room to run, going to take it himself, gets about a gain of 7 before running out of bounds. So Galvan picks up 7, runs out of bounds, stops the clock at about 1:43. Cardinals 2nd and 3. Galvan back in the shotgun. Has Berry to his right now. Ball is snapped, handoff to Berry. Berry right up the middle, finds some room, picks up the 1st down as the clock keeps going, picks up about 5. And we're at that 1:35-minute mark. Falcons just trying to find something. They've got to try to find the ball. They got to get their helmet on the ball, get their hands on the ball, try to get a strip, something like that. But Berry's doing a great job holding on to that ball. Clock is still ticking. And I'm sure Harlingen's going to try to get that play clock all the way down and is running off the clock for the game. What about that 1:05? Galvan calls for the ball. Hand off to Berry once again on the right side. Berry makes a spin move, takes off the tackler, still a little bit of room, gets up to about the 20-yard line. So Berry spins his way for a gain of about 9. Picks it up 10 before being pushed out of bounds, which stops the clock at 57 seconds. So 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Ball on the 19-yard line of the Falcons. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Ball on the Falcon 19. Galvan is back, and he kneels it. So they kneel the ball, looking to run the clock. Got 50 seconds. And they're going to run at least one more play, which will probably be another kneel. But what a game we've had tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what, the first half of football, even the first 3 quarters of football, it could have been anybody's ball game tonight. Both teams came to play, and they played hard. I give credit to both teams tonight, Los Fresnos and Harlingen, as they both came out to play. That clock keeps ticking. We're about the 22nd. He kneels it again. Galvan kneels the ball, going to run out that clock. And that's going to call it for tonight's game. But what a game we had here in Los Fresnos, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if anybody was ready for this one. You know, we had the Falcons coming out. They run their first play of the game. They turn the ball over, giving the Cardinals right out the gate a fumble recovery for a touchdown, putting the Cardinals up. But the Falcons didn't lay down. They said, hey, we still got a lot of game to play after giving up that first fumble and the Cardinals going in, and sure enough, that's what they did. They stuck to their game plan. Coach Brown and his boys did a great job. They controlled the clock the whole first half of this football game. The Cardinals maybe had about 3 possessions the whole first half, but once they did, prime time himself, Jaime Galvan, I can't say enough about the star quality in that kid. And I know you guys have, if you're a Harlingen faithful, you've been reading about him. Even if you're in the Valley, you get the Valley Morning Star. I'm sure you read about him. And this kid is special. Every time he gets the ball in his hands, and what makes it even more special is when he connects with his brother. When he connects with his brother Justin, because these guys just have that chemistry. And you add in Raiden Berry, who did a great job tonight on the ground. Both great teams here tonight. It all went out to the finish, and like somebody sent us on our YouTube, they said, let's look here. They said something about control, the quality, the game control. And if I look back at it, let me take a look here. I'll tell you exactly what it said. Execution. Execution is the name of the game. The team that continues to execute will win the game, and that's exactly what happened. Harlingen continue to execute. As much as Los Fresnos did a great job executing, Harlingen did it to the end. And Los Fresnos had a hard time keeping the ball out of Harlingen's hands, and that's just what happens, all right? So we had a great game here tonight. I want to thank Los Fresnos for having Real Sports Live here tonight, always top-notch. And the hospitality here by everybody in Los Fresnos. We really appreciate everybody. Great game by both teams. Coach Gomez of the Cardinals, Coach Brown of the Fresnos. Great programs. And what's to come, who knows? It's going to be anybody's ball game. Right now, Harlingen now goes to 3-0 in district play. Los Fresnos falls to 1-2. But, man, I'm telling you, 1-2 doesn't give this team any justice because these guys are playing. They're playing hard. And it's just anybody's going to be anybody's ball game for that 2, 3, 4 spot. And it's a very tight district. Both, every team on here is a quality team. You never know what's going to happen. But we want to thank you guys for tuning in to Real Sports Live. And we are done here at Leo Aguilar Memorial Stadium. We appreciate everybody. Remember to like, share, follow Real Sports Live, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. We're signing off here in Los Fresnos. Y'all have a